Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is all about how to raise your Discover It credit limit and how to save 10% on your Christmas shopping. So I'm going to be talking about two things. First one is how I raised my Discover It limit from 3,500 all the way to 12,000, and how to save money on Christmas shopping because that is a huge thing coming up, and it is very easy. I'm not asking you how to change what you buy, but how you pay for it, and you get paid for it. So there is that. Before I jump into too many details, well, actually, I did recently just make a video all about the Discover It card. I absolutely love this card. It is one of the best cashback credit cards out there, period. So I did recently make a full review about how to make over $850 your first year in cashback. I do have the link to that video here. Reason I'm making this video is because Discover gave me a really cool gift. I got two Discover cards. The first one gave me $100 links, so I shared those. The second one had $50 links, but they boosted those to $100 links. So I'll talk about those. So if you're planning on applying for one of these Discover It cards, please use the links in this video. Definitely appreciate that because the ones on the video, those are already been used up. All right, so moving along. So I am a customer of Discover, have been for years. Absolutely love what they have to offer. I am not affiliated by them. I'm not endorsed by them. This is my own personal review for informational purposes only. All the information is current as of the time of this recording, and all the screenshots are from their website. All right, so when was the last time your bank paid you money for your Christmas shopping? So we all do the Christmas shopping. Discover It has an awesome offer you definitely want to consider taking advantage of. How much money am I talking about? Well, I do have a $3 million challenge for the year 2023. I want to help at least 1,000 people get at least $3,000 off these videos in the year 2023. So if you can appreciate profitable content like this on a consistent basis, do me a favor, hit this video with a huge thumbs up. Definitely appreciate that. All right, shout out to friend of the channel, Ray Ray. He's been sending me some emails, and he's like, "Hey, trying to figure out these orders, watching your video. What order should I do these?" And I was like, "Hey, why don't you just ask me?" So I'm just going to put the invitation I just gave out to him to like everybody. So if you'd like personalized advice on which accounts to open and which order and stuff like that, because as much as I love Discover, if you're like 424, I would definitely suggest finishing out whatever Chase cards would suit your fancy or whatever. Anyways, long story short, if you'd like personal advice on which accounts to open and which order, I'll answer his questions as what I would do if I were in your shoes. So hit me up, trainingadventures@gmail.com, and I will get back to you rather quickly. All right, so moving on to the first thing about how my credit limit went from 3,500 all the way to 12,000. So credit scores are not taught as part of high school curriculum. I am a high school math teacher for the last 12 years, and to me, it's one of the biggest tragedies in public education is personal finance isn't really taught. High credit scores are not taught. I teach my students. And I told my principal, look, I'm teaching it, even if even if I need to teach just the proportions of what are the different parts of a credit score. Hey, we're going to learn this because I don't want to see my students be ignorant financially. Credit scores are a number that follow you the rest of your life and are involved in some of the biggest decisions and things in your life financially. So might as well know what it's all about. So here's what the credit score is about. Your biggest portion of the credit score, 35 points, is your payment history, aka pay your bills on time, every time. Pay your bills and you'll be great. Second part, here's what we're going to be talking in this video here today, is your amounts owed, your utilization ratio. If you take care of, pay your bills on time and don't borrow too much, the rest of it's no big deal. New credit doesn't really matter. Length of credit history, well, keep your old cards. Get cards that pay you at least $500. So you're going to want to keep it. Your credit's going to, you're going to have older credit. And then your credit mix, well, as you grow and mature and buy houses and cars and stuff, then that's going to take care of itself. But the biggest thing you have power over is your payment history and your amount owed. That's 65% of your score. You take care of this, everything else should be fine. So to recap, payment history, pay your bills on time, every time. Good things will happen. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Your amount owed. Don't owe too much. I'm going to talk about what too much is. So, All right, raising your credit limit helps your credit score by lowering your utilization ratio. That's the 30% part we're talking about. That's what percent of your credit you are utilizing or using. In plain English, for example, if you have one credit card and it's got $1,000 limit, you charge the full $1,000 on that card. You are at, oops, my math is bad right there. My bad. That should be 100% utilization. So ignore that. Pretend that that's just 100%. And that's going to be seen as something that's more risky. So let's say you have one credit card. It's got $10,000 limit. You spend that same $1,000. Now your utilization's down to 10%. So that is seen as less risky. So even though you spend the same $1,000, you want to have your utilization ratio as low as possible. All right, so Discover It is a credit card that's paid me over $900 my first year to get their card back when I took advantage of their, not 5%, but they double your cash back your first year. It's 10% back your first year in the 5% categories. And you can hit that over 5 quarters. I'll explain that in a little bit. So when I was in the University of Texas system getting my master's degree in their grad school program, I got their Discover It student version of their card. So, and here's what happened in that journey. So I did not ask for a single one of these increases. You will see from the data provided that Discover automatically looks over your account on a 6-month period and chooses to increase your credit limit if you can handle your business, aka pay your bills on time. I have not paid a single cent in interest to Discover on this card or my other Discover card or other cards. And the only way that they've made money off me is swipe fees. So each time you swipe your card, each time you charge your card, they do make some money off that transaction. So here is, this is all the way back in 2019, but the information is still absolutely relevant. So, dear John, congratulations. Due to your overall excellent credit management, we've increased your credit line to 4,600. So my previous credit line, I got approved for 3,500. They boosted it to 4,600. Your new credit line is active and gives you more purchasing power and flexibility when you need it, all with no annual fee. If you have any questions, here's their phone number. So glad to have you as a card member. So if you look at the date here, April 24. So this was 6 months into having this card. 6 months after April, January, February, March, April is going to be October 24. So bam, October 24. You can see right here. Good news. We have increased your credit line. Previous credit line, 4,600. New credit line, 6,000. Dear John, congratulations. Due to your overall excellent credit management, we've increased your credit line to 6,000, of which 2,500 is available as cash. Your new credit line is active to you to give you more purchasing power and flexibility when you need it, all with no annual fee. Bam. So then 6 months later is going to be April 24 again, 2020. Good news. We have increased your credit line. Previous credit line, 6,000. Now they boosted it to 9,000. Dear John, congratulations. Due to your excellent credit management, we've increased your credit line to 9,000, of which 2,500 is available as cash. Your new credit line is now active to give you more purchasing power and flexibility when you need it, all with no annual fee. And then guess what? 6 months later is October, 25. Previous credit line, 9,000. Bam, new credit line, 12,000. Dear John, congratulations. We've noticed your excellent credit management overall and increased your credit line to 12,000, of which the same 2,500 is available as cash. Your new line is active now and can help you earn even more rewards with the same great card benefits you enjoy today. Your rewards: earn 5% cash back on everyday purchases, such as grocery stores, restaurants, gas stations, select ride shares, online shopping, up to the quarterly maximum when you activate. They have free Social Security number alerts. They'll monitor thousands of dark web sites every day and alert you if we find your Social Security number when you activate. Freeze it. You can turn your card on and off, which is really cool. 100% US-based customer service and more, all with no annual fee. So that was the last letter I got from them. So my credit limit originally went from 3,500 all the way to 12,000. Why? Because I paid my bill on time. That's a really cool thing there. So that's how my credit limit went from 3,500 to 12,000. Pay your bills on time. Don't borrow too much. So, frequently asked questions. Why did I receive a credit line increase? To recognize the responsible credit management you have demonstrated over the years, we have increased your credit line. I apologize for the blurriness. I was using a cheapo camera back then. I could not find this thing again from Discover. Did they pull credit? No, it was just a soft pull. Is there anything I need to do before you can use? Nope. What if I don't want my credit line increased? Well, they have their customer service. So this video is proof that all you need to do to raise your credit limit with Discover is simply only charge what you can pay off quickly. I was saying, what I buy on Monday, pay it off by Friday. Treat my credit cards like debit cards with rewards and cash back. So debit card is you spend what's in your cash your checking account, so you can pay it off rather quickly, but you get a lot more cash back and rewards with credit cards. So I got a second Discover card and started out with 8,000 limit, and they haven't done anything to raise the limit like the student card. But between 8,000 and 12,000, I have 20,000 in limits with Discover, and I only do one thing with this card. I use the 5% categories. If it's your first year, those 5% categories turn to 10% categories because they double what you get back your first year. So if you apply from discover.com, this sounds like a cool thing if you're a student, you want to get the card, and you want to see if they'll raise your limits. If you go to discover.com and you apply there, you get no bonus. If you use a regular referral link, you get a $50 bonus. If you use my link, since I got the boosted link, thank you, Discover. 100 for me, 100 for you. Here's how to share Discover with people in your life. So here is the $100 link. I would love to call this a vanity thing, but it's not. So link to the software, refer.discover.com/churning adventures, and then some letters and numbers. So if you don't feel like typing all that fun stuff in, you have a QR code here. Also a link in the description box down below. Or if you want, you could always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com, and I'll get you this code really quick. So here's what it looks like when you click that link, 100 for you, 100 for a friend. You can continue to application. Apply from this page. If approved, use your card. Use your card once in the first 3 months. Then we'll both get $100. Unlimited cashback match will automatically match all the cashback at the end of your first year. There is no limit to how much we'll match. So your 5% categories become 10% categories. They always give 1% cashback, so 1% becomes 2%. They wait until the end of your first full year of owning the card, and then you get one big check for the bonus match. So that's a cool thing there. Free Social Security number alerts, which is a cool thing. They send an email, an alert says, hey, we haven't found your name on any weird place where it shouldn't be. So that's always a cool thing there. They are watching your back. So refer a friend, you get $100 statement credit after making one purchase within the first 3 months, but you definitely want to take advantage of the 5% categories and your cashback match. They'll match all the cashback rewards you earn on your credit card from the day your new account is approved through your first 12 consecutive billing periods or 365 days, whichever is longer, and add it to your rewards account within 2 billing periods. So you'll get one big thing. They have identity alerts, which, as I said, alerts you to if there's anything weird going on with your identity. They're really cool about that. All right, so here's part 2, talking about how to save 10% on your Christmas purchases in 2023. So as I said, Discover offers quarterly 5% cashback categories. In year 1, they double your cashback, turning 5% into 10% and turning 1% into 2%. So this quarter 4, October, November, December 2023, the categories are all about what I call Stuff Mart. Stuff Mart is where you can buy all the stuff that you could possibly want. So if you go to Discover and you go to the reward section and click on your 5% cashback bonus, hit activate. So going from now to December 31, 2023, you get 5% back on up to $1,500 in purchases. If you're in year 1, that doubles. 5 turns to 10%. Hit activate, and bam, you're activated. Here's the categories for quarter 4. Amazon, which is the biggest stuff mart out there, and Target, also known as Target. So Amazon, you can get all the stuff you can want delivered directly to your doorstep, which is really cool. Love Amazon. They constantly deliver everything to my house. Only thing I do is just pay it off and get the cash back. So here's what I was talking about for your 5 quarters. So right now is October. So when this video is released, it's the beginning of October 2023. So what you want to do is, let's say you get this card in November. So you have a full month between October and November. So you have November, December, and you can hit the 1,500 and spend here. And then you have January, February, March. I have no idea what those categories are going to be. So that's going to be, you got quarter one here. So November, December, January, February, March, that's quarter two. April, May, June, that's quarter three. July, August, September, that's quarter four. And then you'll still have whatever time in this quarter here to be able to max out this category. So whatever this category is, if it's something sweet like PayPal and you can pay your bills, I'm in Texas. We have no state income tax, but we have a ton of property tax we have to pay. So for my home, I have like $6,000 in property tax I have to pay per year. So I take advantage of as much as that as I can with like PayPal, bill pay, and bam, you can max that out really quick. So you can get 10% on 5 quarters. So you get 150, 150, 150, 150, 150. Plus the $100 bonus, that equals $850 back. So that is a huge amount of cash back. So the question is, why pay full price for purchases? It's especially stuff like Christmas, when you're going to be spending money at Stuff Mart anyways. If you get the Amazon card through Chase, you'll get 5% back. If you get it through this quarter, you'll get 10% back through Discover. All right, so it said 100 for you, 100 for a friend. If you go straight to Discover and you apply there, you'll get 0. If you use a normal link, you'll get $50. If you use my link, you'll get $100. So there is that. Once you click the link, it's going to say put in your zip code, your last 4 of your social security, your date of birth, click continue, and it'll pre-fill a bunch of your information through. At first, they do a soft pull on your credit to verify information. Then you go through. It helps the application process go really quick. So if you're interested in taking advantage of this offer, here is the link. You can type it in. You can hit the QR code. You can hit the link in the description box down below. Or you could always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you rather quickly. So here is the fine print, Amazon.com, Target.com. You can do Amazon.com checkout, digital downloads, Amazon fresh orders, Amazon local deals, Amazon Prime subscription. So if you got to pay your Prime subscription, you can get 10% back on your first year. Items sold through third-party merchants through Amazon Marketplace includes in-store at Amazon Go, Amazon.com Marketplace, like the Smile logo, everything, and it's affiliate. So it should also work at Whole Foods since Whole Food owns Amazon. Target is through Target.com in their store, so get 5% or 10% back if it's your first year. If you already have one Discover It card, you can get a maximum of 2. So if you've already gone through 1 year and you want to get a second one to get a second year of 10% categories, use my link. Get the $100 on top of it. So bank account bonus central verdict. Discover It is one of the best cashback cards that paid me over $900 my first year of owning it, and over $300 per year. Not to change how much I spend, but how I pay for what I spend. So why not take advantage of what they have to offer? These are keeper cards for me for life. Why not get 5x back? So as I mentioned earlier, I still have comments off for these videos, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms, churningadventures@gmail.com, and I will get back to you rather quickly. Today's questions: what are some wise words to live by? One of my favorite parts of Scripture is Proverbs 3:5-7. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. Don't be wise in your own ways. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. So we don't have all the answers. Oftentimes, one of the wisest things we can do, one of the things that makes the absolute most amount of sense is just, God, I can't do this on my own. Give me your strength. And he does. So that's an amazing thing. Additional information about how to follow Jesus from gotquestions.org. Link in the description box down below if you're interested in that. If you're still here with me, definitely appreciate that. Like the video if you appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis. Share this with anybody who would be able to benefit from it. Subscribe with bell notifications so you can be amongst the first to learn about such profitable opportunities. And with that, look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.